Hi, my name is Priscilla Machado, and I will be discussing the impact of GPS. GPS stands for Global Positioning System. According to the U.S. Coast Guard Navigation Center, GPS is a satellite-based radio navigation system developed and operated by the U.S. Department of Defense. I will be discussing the purpose, the effects and impacts, the technical aspects, and the relationship to data of this innovation. Now, to start off, on this page, I will mention how GPS has created many opportunities to the world. To start off, the GPS can locate any place at any time in the entire world. Going from a map made of paper to a navigation system that states clear step-by-step directions to a destination makes it 10 times easier for people to reach places. Now, these are just images, this one being a car going from point A to point B, and this is just an image of our world. Now, I will show you a small clip from a video that briefly explains GPS modernization.
After carefully considering the many scientific and technical achievements in spaceflight, satellites, and sensing, the International Astronautical Federation gave its 60th anniversary award to the one space project in history, providing the greatest measurable benefit to humanity. This technology is available to over 1 billion people in every country, every day. GPS, the Global Positioning System. GPS, developed by the United States Air Force and provided free to everyone, is the world's public utility.
Moving on, I will now explain the effects and impact of this innovation. One benefit of GPS is how it has been beneficial to the economic world. Statistics show that 900 million mobile phones that incorporated GPS were sold globally in 2012. 3.6 billion devices were in use globally in 2014, of which 3.08 billion were smartphones and 0.286 billion were for road. And Google estimated that its search and advertising tools provided 111 billion in economic activity in the US. Here is an image of a mobile phone with navigational system to it. Now, GPS has been highly impactful innovation on our society. Now, many people become GPS users on a daily basis. A GPS device is equipped with maps and locations anywhere around the world, providing accurate step-by-step directions. Along with directions, GPS can assist you with traffic updates so that a faster route can be provided. The image to the left shows a graph of different reasons as to why people use GPS in their daily life. Now, furthermore, another field that this innovation has impacted is crime prevention. Law enforcement agencies have used GPS devices to monitor vehicles and individuals suspected of a criminal or a terrorist activity. Now, here is an image of a graph from a survey that I created that explains, or shows rather, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much GPS has impacted one's life, and most of them were all 5s. Now, this video below shows a fellow student describing how GPS has impacted his life.
GPSs are important in today's society because it really helps you navigate where you are at that moment, and it's also the most efficient way to get yourself around, especially if you're traveling, or even for reassurance if you're just going a few blocks away. It's always good to use GPS.
Starting walking directions to 100 Thornton Road. Proceed to Complex Road, then in 200 feet, take a right on Quarry Road.
Moving on this page, I will discuss the technical aspects of GPS. Users interact with GPS through navigation. Now, most systems are simple to use. They only require a start address along with an end address. And here shows an image of a guy doing so. Now, furthermore, programming is incorporated with GPS. Programming in GPS involves apps or devices. As mentioned before, many cell phones come with installed apps such as Maps on iPhones or Google Maps on Androids. Here is a picture of an iPhone including navigational apps that many users use in their daily life. Now, for the last page, I'll be explaining the relationship to data. The Global Positioning System includes 3 parts to the system, which are a constellation of between 24 and 32 solar-powered satellites orbiting the Earth in orbits, a master control station, and 4 control and monitoring stations, and GPS receivers such as the one in a car. The satellites send out microwave signals to a receiver where the built-in computer uses the signals to work out a precise destination from each of the 4 satellites. Now, although GPS has been highly beneficial to society, it does have a privacy concern. Government officials can track our location through cellular devices or an attached GPS device that is put into a car. This is an issue many citizens are concerned about, as it is a contradiction to the 4th Amendment of the Constitution. Here are images of the topics that I just explained. And here is also a video that goes furthermore in depth as to how GPS works. Here are a list of references that I used to complete my full website. One website that I used most to collect information was from U.S. Coast Guard Navigation, which is number 6. This website provided accurate facts for me to use on my webpage. Now, to edit and emphasize and put together my entire project, I used HTML and CSS coding. And as you can see, here is an example of how I used CSS. And this is actually an image that I used from one of the previous web pages that I edited the size and made it float to the right. I use this all in all of my web pages to make sure that it looked right on my page. Now, when I go back to my website, which is right over here, as you can see, I have a banner on each page that includes the title, my name, and the logo that I created on Pixlr. When I click on my banner, it brings me back to the home page, as you can see. Now, going back, I used Pixlr to also edit my banner. Pixlr allows you to edit photos by either adding text, adding color, resizing, cropping, or even adding other images on top of that, which you can see I added my logo to.